Today we're going to be learning about Faith Ringgold, and she is a fiber artist. She does beautiful, beautiful quilts that tell a story. She also paints, so sometimes it's hard to tell which one is a painting and which one is a quilt. But she paints and does quilts of memories. So this one is of Tar Beach, and you'll listen to the story here in just a minute. But these are all wonderful memories that she had of her own childhood. All right, so today we're going to talk about Faith Ringgold and her Tar Beach. She was an educator, and I love her paintings. And she used a different medium. Instead of using paints, she used fabric or fiber. She was a fiber artist, and what that means is she used things that had been woven together to create her art, like fabric. So today, you are going to start off. You're going to kind of create your own quilt square, and she did things about things that she had memories of. So this is going to be a quilt square of your memories. It can be whatever memory you have of your family. I always like to think of happy times, but that's not always necessary. I mean, art is used to show a wide range of emotions, but you know, sometimes it's hard things. It's those hard things that we need to use art to get through. So you might have a sad memory. You may have a hard memory. It's up to you which memory you use, okay? We can use art to kind of help us through things. And so you can choose your memory, and then what you're going to do is you're going to draw it on your paper. Okay, so here is my memory of the camping and the fireflies, lightning bugs. And so now I'm just going to kind of give it a little border. I want to make sure it's in that kind of a frame. I'm just going to give it a little bit of glue all around the edges. I'm going to flip it and really kind of look at that space. Make sure it's close to being the same. And then this is when I can take some fabric or scrap paper or scrapbooking paper or any kind of paper. And if you don't have any, that's okay, because you can always make your own. You can draw your boxes here. So you can color them in right here on here if you want to, or you can cut a square out of fabric or a square out of scrapbooking paper and glue on. So I've got some fabric here, and I can kind of see which ones kind of go well with my picture. Or you could just use what you have. Ooh, I like that one. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna cut it down. I'm gonna grab my scissors and I'm just gonna cut. And I'm gonna measure it. And I'll just put some glue in that space. So again, if you don't have fabric, that's okay. You can use just your crayons to make patterns in that space. Now I know some of my fabric is hanging over. I can always go back after and cut it down. So that's my plan. I'm just gonna put that, I want it to be the same length. So I am gonna cut this part off. Once I have that part on, I'll just press that down. And then I can take those corners and I can add my squares. Add a little square. I have enough for this one. So I'm just going to stick these on. And then when I flip it over, you'll kind of see this little extra. So I can take my scissors once it's dry. Don't try to do this while it's still wet, because it really won't work very well. But I can come and I can trim off those extra pieces, okay, until it's all done. I'm going to wait until mine is dry a little bit more, and then I'll come back and trim off. of pieces.